Hey everybody, what's up? Got a bit of a review here to read. As you can see, I'm outside. I got a bit of a review here to read. Again, from syntheticxsoul, syntheticxsoul, I should say, who I will provide the link to down below. But this is the review of, I think, this is the review, I believe, for 234. So this is syntheticxsoul's review of 234. Again, the link will be provided down below. This is long, well, long in internet standards, quoting syntheticxsoul here. It's about 2 pages, maybe a full page of text if you don't like a lot of words. Run now. Some people ask for a review, like 2, so why not, eh? Besides, it's fun to give my horrible view on things. I should say now, if you don't want to know what happens in this issue, spoiler alert, right now, turn back, run Dizzy. Run, Dizzy has your back like a butt crack, just run now. Spoilers. Spoilers, man. Okay, we good? We good. I'll explain what I see wrong or right as I describe the issue. It all starts out with Nagus, SP, that really stupid wizard of Fail, and Sonic with his pals, Bunny, who is no longer a Robian, Twan, Antoine, Tails, Amy. Holy crap, a cameo from the Adventure Cast? And Eliza and Megan are there. That's the mains of this epi. In other words, the main characters. The point of this issue is to get the ex-king and queen out of town. Why? I think Eliza doesn't want to cause trouble by being there for Sonic and the gang. But if you ask me, it seems like the writer gave up on trying to think of a reason to keep them there, and just swept them under the rug like he did. Sally when he didn't want to attempt to repair her character, which is really damn easy to do. Trust me. So the team, Sonic and friends, are escorting the king and queen in the little tyke. Eliza's kid is there too, or step kid, whatever he is. And as they run, the death egg of doom appears. Amy addresses what we all want to know. How the hell does he hide that thing? Considering there was no explanation on how he has enough power to even run it. Let alone let it warp through time. It's odd how he could keep it hidden since it's so large. That and well, the world reset clock. World roboticizer. Dare I go on with stupid shit Eggman Flynn has come up with. I'll stop there. Trying to somebody pass it. Hold on, somebody's walking by. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Eggy shows Snips, who is giving his usual, and a bus went by. Eggy shows with Snibs, who is giving his usual "I'll destroy you, unk" smile, which is kind of annoying me at this point. Eggman starts dropping random badniks, and at this point, the episode gets both epic and hard to read. And I mean hard to read. Antoine, the entire time this episode has been narrating through journal pages left in the corner of the panels. The text, he says, is quite sweet actually, and well described considering his thick accent. As he describes the situation, he notes that Bunny, his wife, now without her robotic limbs, is in a bit of a pickle with fighting. She's screwed, so to speak. Now at this point, Doctor releases the actors for Act 2. And after the team has destroyed a good deal of robots, Doctor is positively menacing here, and I love it. He earlier in the epi had equipped Mecha Sally, apparently the biggest evil the world has ever seen. Screw you, Metal Sonic, Shadow, Black Doom, Black Arms Army, Iblis, Memphilis, Biolizard, the Arcs Cannon, and any other evil that is visibly larger than a friend who is now a robot with knives, and she goes all apeshit on people. She starts on Tails and Amy, who are now in the tornado providing air cover. At first I agree with Amy. She says she couldn't attack Sally since it wasn't her fault. She didn't mean to do this destruction. But the more I thought about it, the more sense it made for Amy to smash Mecha Sally with her Pico once. Deliberate with her when she had the chance, and have Uncle Chuck and Rhoda work on her like they did Jules. But that would make no epic plot twist to provide for romantic Salliness later, would it, Flynn? Tone it down, please. Alright, so Mecha Sally, the world's biggest evil, uses photon-type swords in her arms. Oh dear, that's the biggest evil I've ever seen. Memphilis killed Sonic for fuck's sake. And she blows up the tornado. Poor Tails. First he's demoted to supporting cast as for sidekick by Sally, and now she destroys his plane. Flynn, give the pencil to someone else. Please, use done. Bolas was less Batman-esque than you. And he ruined Sally with only, 10 issues? She blows up tornado, and Tails flies Amy away. Tell Amy fans rejoice. I'm starting to think that Archie doesn't even want to put Amy with the obvious choice of Shadow. Why not? Best friends work, right? So as Sonic fights Metal and Bunny tries to help him, Sonic knocks Bunny out for her own good. Good for him, I think, considering she just get her ass handed to her. After Metal is off of Sonic, Mecha Sally starts. And thank the gourd, there was no Son Sally shit. Just dodging Mecha Sally's somewhat lame lashes. I guess I don't ask for much considering Metal can only kick. But it's kind of lame considering she was labeled the world's biggest evil at the start. I expected more than a plot hole she caused. Doctor put a grand ring or whatever into her to force her to be unable to get The doctor put a grand ring or whatever into her to force her to be unable to get any emotion states back, and so she couldn't be fixed. I'm happy about this. If she's fixed, there's 20 issues of Son Sal stuff. If she's fixed, there's 20 issues of Son Alley's fluff in store for us. But as Sonic and she are fighting, she says, "Where were you when the planes were passed out?" I suppose this is a quote from Sonic's I Am, but since it's a well-known joke, I'm not sure we could say it's Sally's quote. But all the same, this statement was unprovoked. Sally just said it, so it either means Sally has some emotional responses in there. Wouldn't be shocked, would you? Sally's so strong so she can resist a roboticizer ray. Fuck you, Knuckles, she's stronger. Speaking of which, he's all mad at Sonic. Don't expect to see him again. You might see him a lot sooner than you think. But anywho, either that or she just managed to quote something to prove that Flynn is a Sally fan. I'm calling bullshit there. He's far from it. The man has killed her more than Killian has in Dragon Ball Z, and he dies a lot. So as the fighting between Sonic and Mecha Sally, the world's most lame evil, continue, Dr. Six Metal on the transport holding the royalty. And I admit, Elias does look cool in streetwear. Doctor plans to have Metal self-destruct in the cars holding them. No one has time to stop them other than Antoine. He rushes forward, continuing his narration, and takes Metal out. Doctor, then seeing Metal tied up by Twan, has him self-destruct on Twan. He says he's rebuilt Metal before and has Sniv hit the button hit the button, metal goes off, and Antoine falls limp to the earth, unmoving. As he falls, he says a bit of narration that breaks my heart. He explains how happy he was to serve by his friends protecting the king. Amy sees Twan first, followed by Sonic, who just stares in shock. I think it was the first time he literally saw a friend die right before his eyes. Doctor then kind of ruins the atmosphere by bailing, kind of like the end of the Twilight series. He just leaves after causing some drama and a slight plot twist. He says killing two of the friends would be enough to cause something or whatever. But all I can say is Flynn didn't want to push the fighting, running out of ideas. We've all been there as writers, horrible writers, I mean. And well, I'm a shitty writer. But I'm a touch more creative, I'd say. Having Iggy just leave is the definition of the term cop-out. Cop-out is best described by Mario 2. Remember the dream world Mario had? All that fighting was just a dream? That's a cop-out ending. So Iggy just leaves, and Eliza calls Sonic up asking if Twan is okay. And this is actually sad. Bunny is sobbing over Antoine, and Sonic just blankly says, with wide, small eyes and a dread form, that he created an opening and he best take it. That Eliza's better get out. Eliza's tears in his eyes does as he's told. Bunny's sobbing, saying she refuses to give up on her husband. Amy's sobbing on Tails' shoulder, and Sonic finally remembers what he is, the fastest thing alive. He rushes forward so he can get Twan to the hospital in time, and goes off with him in his arms. The entire time, Antoine is both narrating and is out of view. His face is covered each time. It's easy to cover the open, dead eyes, blood, or to hide the fact he's still alive. Sonic said he was still breathing, barely, and could get him help in time. Overall, this issue was hard to read, somewhat badass, and a letdown all at once. The badass is the fighting, and the awesome courage Antoine showed. His narrating was perfect. His actions, it was all the perfect definition of character development. He went from spineless coward to a hero. And not the hero Sonic's portrayed as. A hero who does it because they think they're a hero. They say they're a hero. Antoine becomes a real hero. He either did give or nearly gave his life for his king, for his duty. Without hesitation he went forward, without thoughts of glory, without needing praise, without an order or a breath to even consider what would happen. He moved, he acted. Antoine became a true hero just to die. Archie, Flynn, that's what I call good development. I congratulate you there. Now, if you can only do the same with Sally instead of making her the world's most lame robot. The letdown in this issue was Sally. She had so much light, again, as a damn robot, only to look lame and fight the same way. She looked lame like Mega Man's body with a robot Sally on it. She fought lame, two swords kind of like a metal ripoff with his leg thing in the OVA, and she spoke lame, in stupid bursts of lame jokes. She was said to be the world's biggest evil, but Memphilis still holds number one as Sonic's best Sonic villain in my list. Sally, she's below crab meat. The hard to read came about when the fighting started. It's almost like the writers are screaming the fact that without Sally, the freedom fighters can't fight. Each battle ever since she was roboticized had been a loss for them. With Sonic, someone I always thought was quite clever but was proven wrong by Archie, is just an idiot with no sense of leadership. Sonic heroes, anyone? And no one can win without her. Before the freedom fighters won each fight. Before the freedom fighters won each fight, but now that Sally is the world's biggest evil, they just can't win. It's like Batman, and it's annoying. I wanted action, Sonic action, not Batman shit. I don't get what Flynn's trying to do. He's making Sonic to be an idiot. Eliza's can't rule. Sally's a lame-ass robot. Antoine's dead. We don't know that yet. Bunny's useless. We'll find out soon about that. What's next? I don't even have a joke for that. What is honestly next? I don't even get why Eliza is such a horrible ruler either. He's much better than Sally, in my opinion. He's level-headed, smart, and is just all around what royalty should be. Sally, on the other hand, she's defined as level-headed and is the rationality that Sonic needs. But let's think about her. She's a princess who wears nothing to signify herself as such, which doesn't help to anyone who harms her and is now charged with treason and death. She acts nothing like one. She constantly throws herself in danger despite the fact that she's honestly not needed. Archie already created one stereotype strong woman. Her name is Julie Sue. Keep out of her spotlight. You already stole singing from Mina. Archie, leave Sally alone, please. Pick on another childhood hero we, girls and boys, had. I put the boys in there because it just says girls here. Is this hard to believe? She's the genius, rational, tactical mind she's said to be. She's more reckless than Sonic, in my opinion, and look at her now. She's the world's most lame robot. I don't know what Archie's planning, but my review for this issue, it was hard to read, tragic, and plain out Batman. It's worth the read if you have attachments to Antoine. Most hate him, but personally I loved him when he was a coward, to now. All I know is that Archie's scaring the hell out of me. That's a little bit of sweat coming off me there. First they murder Tommy, which personally everybody's been waiting for. Then a hole through Jules' chest with some oil replacing blood. Rhoda being smashed, Sally falls, Sally shot through like Swiss cheese, Sally now a robot. Sally taken apart and put together with new weapons. Why is that shocking? She's a fighting robot? What should she have? String? Antoine blew up? Bunny useless. Want some babies to slaughter, Archie? Maybe some puppies to stomp on? Flynn, we get it. You're edgy. Now remember, kids read this and make it what Sonic is. Fun. That is why Shazam was cancelled. Kids don't want the realism of war. I give the issue a 4 out of 5. It was pretty good, but the Sally letdown and the overbearing Batman depression is killing. Now again, this is all syntheticxsoul's review and opinion. And I can tell that they're kind of more like me, more in the middle, but more middle grounded, if you know what I mean. So that's all I'm going to say. Comment down below, video response if you like. I got some movies to return to Redbox right now.